about the games happened on 13th. The first game is the Kings lost to the Sixers at Philly. Due to the blowout, nobody really played over 30 minutes other than Harrison Barnes. Yeah, I mean Sabonis been playing fairly well. De'Aaron Fox has I mean at this point he's a buy low in the last 2 weeks. He's not even ranked inside the top 200 on the season. He is the 39th ranked player. So yeah, try to buy low on him, especially if your team is pounding free throws. Although this year he's still shooting a respectable percentage. Malik Monk King played 24. I think just a bad game for all the Kings players. Move on, and then for the Sixers, Joel Embiid in 30 minutes, sure. Like his per minute scoring is crazy. 30 minutes, 31 points again. It's just easy work. 7 rebounds, a steal and a block. 85% from the free throw line. In this game with DeAnthony Melton out, Matisse Thybulle played 22 and he got 0 defensive stats. That's surprising. While Harden provided 5 steals. 3 for 6 from the free throw. Yeah, this weird game from Harden. Although the Houston Rockets Harden averaged 2 steals a game. In the last 2 years or so, he never really averaged close to 2. Like at 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, still good, but not great. Either way, 15 assists, it's a great game for Harden. Joel Embiid, we'd already talked about him. Tobias Harris had a steal and a block, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. Overall, not bad at all for all the Sixers starters. And I think the time, DeAnthony Melton, and then Tyrese Maxey is going to be back in a week, so DeAnthony Melton could just be he just become a streamable guy. All right, let's talk about the next game. The Golden State Warriors lost to the Milwaukee Bucks, 111-128. Due to another blowout. Other than Jordan Poole, nobody played over 30 minutes. Clay, below average game. Steph Curry, below average game in just 27 minutes. Jordan Poole had 18 points. Andrew Wiggins is out, so he's starting, playing some extra minutes. Try to sell him high again. Poole is very, very up and down. In the last 2 weeks, where is he at? He's okay. Wait, this is on the season. He's 159th ranked player on the season. Wow. I didn't expect him to be. He's averaging 17 points, 2.4 threes. Last year he was a 90% free throw shooter. That certainly helped his value. This year he's averaging 3 turnovers, 42% from the field. No assist, 4.5 assists is good. No steals. And only averaging 20 minutes a game. So if he's playing well, do a 2-for-1, try to sell him. He's not droppable, I don't think. Those 18 points is very, very valuable. Draymond had a bad game. Draymond this year, he had 1 or 2 good games here and there, but just not the Draymond Green we used to know. Dante DiVincenzo came in, played 27 minutes. He could be a streamer at some point this season, I feel like. If he can get consistent 25 to 30 minutes, let's go streaming for some defensive numbers and some threes. For the Bucks, great win. And Giannis struggled a little bit. 9 for 26, you don't really see that from Giannis that often. So the Warriors defense really did a good job on him. Struggle from the free throw line, that's expected. A steal and a block. Brook Lopez, the minutes is as well. He had 4 fouls and it was a blowout. But the usage has been down huge since Chris Middleton came back. So, but if you sold high on him, congrats. He's still going to provide very solid block numbers. Chris Middleton had an okay game, and Javon Carter is a guy that we could stream as long as Drew Holiday is out. He can provide some steals, hit some threes. Had 3 steals here, which is really good. Bobby Portis had a huge game, 25 and 11. Yeah. When everybody is healthy, he plays maybe 25 minutes, but he's still a very, very... He's still ranked very high on the season. He is the, not that high, 83rd ranked player, but a must roster. If you're a top 80, 85 player, you are a must roster player. Let's go to the next game. Without Devin Booker, the Phoenix Suns lost to the Rockets. CP3, 16 points, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Okay, that's, CP3 should average around 10 assists and, 1.7, 1.8 steals. But that's all he's really going to give you. which is not bad. It's still good. You know, he doesn't hurt you anywhere. That's top 25, top 30. DeAndre Ayton had an injury. We don't know how bad it is. He might be out for a few games. So if he ends up missing some time, Bismack Biyombo is a guy we could stream. He had 3 blocks here. Torrey Craig, you know, with Cam Johnson out, he's getting around 30 minutes. Still like pretty up and down. 12 rebounds and 3 steals. He's really good. He's a streamer. Mikal Bridges 4 for 24. Really? Really? Crazy. He went 4 for 24, 18 points. Thought he's an efficient guy, but he added 2 steals. But yeah, this is really bad game from him. I don't know what happened with him yesterday. Weird stuff. For the Rockets, the young guys started playing better and better. You know, Jalen Green started hitting his free throws. This game, 11 for 12, 26 points. If he can just add some defensive stat, that would really help his value. And don't turn the ball over that much. I mean, it's the efficiency categories. Kevin Porter Jr. great, 4 turnovers, sure, but 2 steals, 4 assists, and 18 points. Emperor Shangun grabbed 16 rebounds, good. Jabari Smith had a block, 8 rebounds, 14. All these young Rockets guys, hopefully they can improve as the season goes on, and they still giving Eric Gordon minutes. I don't know why. And Tari Eason is the guy that I want to pay attention to. If at any point this season he can get consistent 25 minutes, I think he's a must roster. He just gets so many defensive stats. And same thing with Kenny Martin Jr. If the guy gets 27 minutes a night, for sure you got to think about streaming him. All right, 2 more games. Let's talk about the New Orleans Pelicans get absolutely destroyed by the Utah Jazz. The Jazz has been falling off quite a bit. They're the 10th seed right now, and Pelicans is the 1st seed. Well, after this win, Pelicans still the 1st seed. The Jazz jump up to the 8th seed. So Pelicans coming in had a 7-game winning streak. Zion Williamson, because the blowout, played just 25 minutes, 26 points. Struggle from the free throw a little bit. Trey Murphy went 0 for 7, but as long as Brandon Ingram is out, it's fine. Let's just give him some time. And Herbert Jones came back today as well. That's the thing. Like this year, with everybody healthy, I don't think Herbert Jones last year was getting 35 minutes. He's not gonna get that. He might get 27, 28. He mainly provides the defensive stats. And you know, Trey Murphy has shown this year that he's more than capable of playing NBA minutes. And then you have Larry Nance Jr., you have Najee Marshall can come in and get some minutes. Brandon Ingram is out. He gets 35 minutes a night. So for Trey Murphy, Herbert Jones, you know, are they really must rosters? If some guy is out, yes. Same thing with Valanciunas and Larry Nance. Larry Nance he had a huge game the other night. Today, just 23 minutes. That's going to happen with him. I still think he's a must roster. But, you know, you just know that you're going to have games like this where he gets 22 minutes. Dyson Daniels played 26. So, yeah, if they're a young team, a lot of guys can put up numbers. Like Jose Alvarado can put up numbers given 30 minutes. 17 minutes here with 3 steals. It's a bad game across the board. CJ had 2 steals, 14 points. It's a bad game across so we can just move on. For the Jazz, Kelly Olynyk was in some foul trouble, had just 4 personal fouls, but he's going to be okay. Jared Vanderbilt in 22 minutes had a huge game. Yeah, I mean, they started Walker Kessler for 1 game. He also had a huge game, 16 rebounds in 23 minutes and 3 blocks. Both guys at the moment, even though they split in the minutes, they're both must rosters. They're just putting up numbers. Although it's just 1 game. But if Kessler gets 30 minutes, the block number is going to be huge. Malik Beasley had 5 threes. Sure. He's always a streamer. Mike Conley came by, had 6 assists and a steal. Mike Conley is too good to drop, but it's just frustrating, right? He has games like this, and then he misses out a lot of games. And he's an older veteran guy. Jordan Clarkson, obviously a must roster, did not have the best game here. And Lauri Markkanen had a double-double with a steal and a block. So good stuff for the Jazz. Good game. And then the next game went to overtime. This game is a little bit wild because the Celtics were up big. And Lakers made it close. I think AD missed some free throws in the end. This is the second time in the last week where who did they play? I forgot. Oh, it was versus the Sixers, where AD had an opportunity to win the game. He missed one or he missed two, and that game went to overtime and they lost. This game, same thing. He could have iced the game, but he missed both free throws. Went to OT, but come on, AD, like you hitting, like he's still the number one ranked player, and this year he's actually hitting his free throws, which is the reason why he's number one ranked. He's shooting 82%, so you can't be missing two in the end. Okay, so let's talk about the Celtics. Jayson Tatum has been struggling before this game. Really good game here. 44 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He's still just a 7th ranked player, but come on, look at the top 6, 5. You know, those are all elite fantasy players. So I mean, I did not expect him to be inside the top 10, to be honest. So still very, very good. Still having a very good year, MVP season year, I would say, because the Celtics have such a good record, and he's putting up numbers. He's averaging 30. Jaylen Brown, 25 points, 15 rebounds is huge. Both guys put up huge numbers. Derrick White plays just 26 with overtime, and Malcolm Brogdon plays 21. Yeah, with everybody healthy, it's just hard to hold both of them. They're stream targets. That's it. Marcus Smart, huge game, 6 assists. Not huge. 18 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals in 42 minutes. Do we want anything to do with Blake Griffin? Not really. With Al Horford out, not really. Blake Griffin was never a good fantasy player. Like during his prime, he put up counting numbers, but he doesn't really get defensive stats, and his efficiency is like Julius Randle, right? And I don't think there's any reason for us to stream him. For the LA Lakers, I mean, AD and LeBron. I mean, AD 37 points. Other than the 2 missing free throws, he had a perfect game. Same thing with LeBron, 33 points, almost a triple-double with 2 steals and a block. Lonnie Walker is close to droppable. I think he's close to droppable for sure. Like, I mean, it's weird, right? The starters, Patrick Beverley gets 18, Dennis Schroeder. So, like, Lonnie Walker, so other than LeBron, AD, if they're healthy, sure, they're going to play 35-plus minutes. But the other 3 rotations, you have Russell Westbrook, Austin Reeves, Troy Brown Jr., Dennis Schroeder. You have 6 guys. And depending on how they play that day, their minutes going to fluctuate. So I don't think any of these guys are must rosters. They just stream targets. I mean, Russell Westbrook is probably a must roster. You know, more likely or not, he's going to get 28 minutes a night. He got 35 here, 20 points. A good game from him. He had 4 blocks somehow. I mean, he's athletic. He can get blocks. 14 rebounds is good. You know, overall, the big 3 fantasy-wise, the big 3 from the Lakers play well. It's just AD couldn't hit them free throws. And that's it, guys. I'll see you next time.